Alright, I'm doing, this video is about Feel the Bunny now. Feel the Bunny. Got my notebook here, and here's showing you the page here that I got this information written on. And I'll switch it over a second. Okay, now you can see my face here. Yeah, I can see I still kind of got the Amish thing going with the no mustache and just a beard, right? Alright, I am going to read what I wrote here for Feel the Bunny. Okay. YouTube, floatminds.com, whatever. Welcome to Idle Arrangement. That's the name of my unofficial channel that's kind of floating in the ether. Okay, so Feel the Bunny. This is from the self-released Bogus Flow cassette by Beck. It was never officially released, but I stumbled into it on YouTube a couple of years ago. Okay, another one I wrote. This is another one I wrote. This song, Feel the Bunny, is another one I wrote in May of 1993 in Ann Arbor, Michigan, specifically for this cassette. This song refers to the memory of an incident in early grade school while in attendance at Chicago Christian Academy in what was probably second grade, where a classmate during lunch hour pulled out his pockets and said, "Feel the bunny." And I didn't understand the joke at first, but later felt it beneficial to document its historical significance in the form of this song. Apparently this is historically significant to me. Some dude in second grade pulling his pockets out and saying, "Feel the bunny," right? Well, it was important because it was like stuck in my head. I was like, that's funny, you know. Like, anyway, the name. Okay, the year I attended second grade was 1983. The name of the dude who said "Feel the bunny" was Derek. I don't remember a lot about that year, and tracking time through memories from when I was 7 to 8 years old is tricky. What I remember about second grade is that when I was friends with a girl named Becky who had 2 sisters, and I hung out at their house a few times. At one point they lived in the country, and Becky taught me how to milk a goat. Since my memory of things Beck's songs were about so far traced back to 1983, it's possible I may also have had something to do with Banjo Story, which according to data found online was released in 1988. In 1988, I was in 8th grade, but I remember Sucker Without a Brain being something that a friend I had in my first year of 5th grade said back when we were in 3rd grade, which was only the prior year because I skipped 4th grade. That guy said a lot of silly stuff because he was one of the cool kids. I used to hang out with him and another dude named Joshua occasionally, and we'd come up with ideas that extended to the world outside that school. And I remember writing the song Sucker Without a Brain, which might have been retitled Bus, and appears on Banjo Story along with Going Nowhere Fast, which I also remember writing in another song, ending with the line, "I read a lot of comic books." Memory of those times are very fuzzy though, and piecing together the chronology is kind of a task. What I do is detach myself from any connected preoccupations and focus on a point in my memory and related memory surfaces. So getting back to that, with empty hands and empty pockets, the next one that has surfaced to my conscious awareness is Twig in the Wind. I remember a lot about this song. It might take me a moment to get it on paper here. First of all, this This is another song I wrote in May of 1993 in Ann Arbor. If you're wondering how I wrote so many songs over the course of that 1 month, I might have an answer, but that might take me a whole minute to process too. Twig was the name of a friend of mine and my roommate's, who was the third member and coordinator of our scheme triage. Twig drove our van, did vocals for us, gathered some of our stolen musical instruments, and coordinated various details of our hoax, like prompting our power outages and staging our fake property damage incidents. Twig in the Wind was also one of those things. I remember that child molester my mom left me with when I was 2 years old saying, and I remember writing directorial details in the margin notes for the purpose of archiving this memory, such as instructing Beck to slow down the speed of the recording during part of his dialogue to create the effect of the voice of a child that has morphed unnaturally into an adult, and to laugh like a sociopath at his own joke that wasn't really that funny about how a twig is like a stick but more portable. I wrote the song next to an ink drawing that was a kind of abstract representation of Twig. We knew his real name because he told us, but I don't remember it. That was 27 years ago. That piece of paper may not still exist. What I understood is that writings of mine that contained any identifying personal information about other people were all likely edited out, but residual evidence might still exist in Beck's own memory, which could only be proved if we talked to each other about it and our stories matched, which seems unlikely, since if it were possible it would have happened by now. Since Beck isn't someone I've either killed or incriminated in my writing, I'm not ruling it out as a remote possibility, though still under favorable circumstances. Don't quote me on that, though. I could be wrong. Okay, what was that all about? Feel the bunny. Okay, Kim Smoltz. This is the backstory about Kim Smoltz now, by Ween. Okay, Leaf was the name of another dude we encountered and hung out with a few times on the Diag in Ann Arbor in May of 1993. He was a person with an absolute level of serene energy, oblivious to the burden of the world. He was generally always found sitting in the grass and reading a book. I don't remember if Leaf was a handle or his actual name. He blended into the scenery and seemed only visible to anyone with empty hands and no agenda. I don't remember why I titled this song Kim Smoltz. The only Kim in my memory was a Korean dude in early grade school whose energy was also serene and oblivious, and Kim was his last name. His first name was Brian. I remember him telling me that Smoltz was a verb, meaning getting rid of former attachment no longer needed. I guess that explains it. I never referred to him as Brian. I always called him Kim. There were other Brians, but no other Kims. He was the smartest kid in the class, with the highest test scores, the highest grades, and social popularity was not relevant to him, but no one ever said anything bad of him or gave him any trouble. And I guess you'll just end this video here. That was the backstories to Feel the Bunny by Beck and Kim Smoltz by Ween, which were, of course, originally written by me and given to them somehow. Paging through this notebook to see if there's anything else immediately accessible. I'm not doing this in any particular chronological order. I'm just kind of really just randomly finding whatever notes that I currently am in possession of that have at least an initial backstory data on any given song, lyrics, song, or work, or whatever I'm thinking growth in over here. I don't know if I already did this one or not. Let's start a new video.